But you have grown, right? Like you're at what, 24 employees, which is, I mean, yeah, okay. If you're comparing it to, some gigantic engineering firm, but,
No,
but who,
it's humble, but at the same time, it's manageable. So, yes.
yeah, what are you delivering though with those? Do you have like sort of segments you're in, or those 24 people sort of like would you have 10 projects going at once? Would you have two or three? What is sort of the environment that you're operating in?
That's a good question. In fact, I think we're at 350 clients right now.
Wow.
Not all active any longer, of
Oh,
course.
I was going to go, wow. Do you need more than
No, no.
24 people?
So,
Okay.
my number one client was ICI in 1996, and we're now at 350. But
Okay.
um, I would say, how many active projects?
Yeah, we don't need to get specific. I was more,
We
yeah.
probably 30 or 40, but within those projects, there are many subset, like smaller.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's we're pretty busy.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
yeah, yeah.
What do you think? Like you said, your intention wasn't to build an empire, but obviously it was to build a good company or deliver a good service. You talked about thinking outside the box. Okay, Maria, I'd like to just set up the picture of what the company is actually delivering. So you have about, you said 24 employees. Is that right?
That's right. That's correct.
Yeah. So what is sort of the in sort of broad scopes, and then we'll get into specifics. What are you delivering? What is the team delivering to the industry? Just and again, we'll kind of maybe if there's a couple different buckets we can look at, or just how you deliver it to the industry.
So we support, so 95% of our business is mining. We do other little jobs here and there for municipalities or industry or farming, but probably more like 97% of our business is in mining.
Okay.
We support mining projects from early exploration. So when a mining company is going in to discover the resource and determine the strength of that resource, whether it's feasible to develop into a mine. So from early exploration through sometimes an advanced exploration phase. So that's when they may withdraw a bulk sample that they can test to determine how they can extract the minerals and determine whether they can go to mining, whether it's feasible, whether it's economically feasible, whether it's practical from an engineering perspective, whether they go into mining, and then through to rehabilitation and closure. So we support mining companies all the way from infancy through to closure. And along the way, every stage has different requirements from an environmental consulting perspective. So in early exploration, we may just be doing permits for cutting down trees and building roads. So for early exploration, they just need to be able to get into their sites with drill rigs. So that would be early exploration. But for advanced exploration, where they're wanting to potentially withdraw a bulk sample from either an open pit or from within the subsurface, you have to have permits from the Ministry of the Environment, the Ministry of Mines, the Ministry of Northern Development, and the MNRF and Forestry. And all that we work as a team to pull all the information together to support those permit applications to those regulatory bodies for the mining companies. And we do the same thing. So if they've done advanced exploration, you then can move into mining, and it's basically a repeat of everything we've done for advanced exploration, but for the mining phase. And then we get involved in the closure and rehabilitation of mine sites. So, and at those stages, advanced exploration, mining, we have to consolidate environmental data. So to support environmental permits, we have to first characterize the environment of the sites, and that requires sampling groundwater, surface water, fish, looking at the potential species at risk. There's an archaeological component, which we don't do, but has to be done. Then we interpret that data, we figure out what it's meaning, and then we do the modeling of the discharges from the mining operation to the environment. So a wastewater that might be produced has to be discharged to a receiving body of water. and we have to model the discharge of that into the receiving body of water. There could be emissions to the atmosphere. Air emissions, noise emissions are also considered in that category. So those have to be modeled. All of that information goes together into applications and goes to the ministry.